I said, well, wow, I didn't expect that question, what do you do, and you just can't answer that right on the spot, I don't think, unless if I knew what the answer was. But I said, hey, I'm not the same person. You probably really don't know who you're asking to marry again. And so I didn't say no, but had arranged to go visit him and take our son with us. He lived in another state, and so we were going to visit him for the weekend. And that we planned that like 2 months ahead of time, or maybe 1 month ahead of time. I don't know. It seemed like it was really far away, but it really wasn't. Anyway, ironically, when that weekend came up, he got very sick and was taken to ICU. And when my son and I showed up there to visit him, he was so sick, people. This is like crazy. He actually died. I don't know, about 9 hours after I got there. And I was right there with him when it happened. And it was absolutely shocking to everyone and mind-blowing. And the most devastating moment in my life, honestly. But I have to say also it was such a beautiful gift, because it was finally the thing that cracked my heart so wide open that now I could feel, like I felt every feeling there ever was to feel from this point on, like to the max. And that was incredibly important to me. Why does my thing say I've only been on for 1 minute and 35 seconds? I don't know if I'm having internet trouble. You might have missed a whole lot of that story. Wow. That's crazy. The heck? All right, you guys, I have no idea how much you just heard or whatever. If anybody's out there, please pop on and let me know. Yeah, so let's get back to the story. Anyway, I wanted to share with you, because this is kind of funny, right? Here is a picture. Okay, I know there's a little glare on that. Let's see. Okay. That's my mother-in-law. That was my husband. Check out the hair, right? Oh my God, the schlong, right? That was me, and that was our son. Pretty cute, right? So that little boy is now, hey, okay, there's people out there. Kent and William, good morning, good morning. You hear me? Okay, I don't know how long you heard. Did you just hear that whole story I just told about my first husband? Anybody, just give me a thumbs up if you heard it. Because I feel like all of a sudden it popped on. I don't know. Will I ever get this internet thing right? No, okay. You didn't hear the story because for some reason the computer wasn't working. Shall I back up and tell you again? Okay, all right, that's it. Neither of you guys have heard it, so here we go. Did you see the picture though that I just held up? Did you see that? This is who I'm going to tell you a story about. I should start the whole thing over. I mean, hi, I'm Jane. This is the PB&J Influence. We are doing one question a day. I am coming live to you from Dallas, Texas. I don't know what the temperature is. There's overcast and clouds out there, and there's a lot of humidity, and it's still warm. And yeah, wow, I was babbling for a long time before this ever kicked in. Damn internet. Anyway, I wanted to tell you that it's a very special day because it's September 25th. And why is that important? Because it is my first husband's birthday. So happy birthday, Kevin. Now, why is that important? I wanted to be vulnerable and open with you and share part of my life with you, which is really important for all of us to just lay ourselves out there as people and be real so that we attract the right people into our lives and people that really love us for who we are. So moving on from that, I wanted to tell you that Kevin passed away in 2012. But it is his birthday today. And I just told the whole story of him passing away. Should I tell it again? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to tell the whole thing again. Apparently it wasn't supposed to be on, or it would have been on. Anyway, he passed away, but right before he passed away, he asked me to marry him again for the second time after we had not been together for 25 years. something like that. Yeah. And I thought that was really sweet. And I didn't know he was going to die. He didn't know he was going to die. So I went to visit him where he was and brought our son so that we could all hang out. And while we were there, he unexpectedly died in my arms. Very tragic, very mind-blowing. Fabulous, though, because it ripped my heart wide open. And after an entire life of having this covering, this protective covering that I had over me, so that I could only feel so much and relate so much, only so much to people, that just sliced me open, heart wide open. I could feel everything to the max from that point on. I cried for an entire year because I was so raw and open to human emotion, and it was so beautiful and amazing. And so I just spent a lot of time crying over Kevin. But anyway, so here's this picture, which I already showed. This is me, like 30, like 29 years ago. That was my husband. And I said, check out the hair. See the nice schlong and this little outfit here. Yeah. And that was his mom. And that is my son. That right there today is a cardiothoracic surgeon. Unbelievable. And his dad would be so proud of him. So happy birthday, Kevin. Love you to the max. Next thing I want to share, which is not the question of the day. We'll get to that. Just hold on, okay? Put your seatbelt on. Sit down. Shut up. This happened this morning, and this blew my mind, and I want to share it with you because since so much of what I'm about and the products, the digital products that I am creating, which no, they're not ready yet. It's a slow process, but the digital products that I am creating are all about courage to be who you really are, and how do we get from where we are and who we are right now and emerge as that person. So like, that's my whole thing. You know, I'm always talking about like dropping into the art space and being real, blah, 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 blah. Well, I have a daughter who is now 26 years old, and she now is a mother. And I have hired her to help me create all of my products, because she's just an absolutely phenomenally skilled person at everything. Just technology, writing. By the way, William, I asked her if she could write those articles for you, rewrite that stuff for you, and she is totally swamped. She's got extra business now going on from some corporation that needs her to do some stuff, an ad agency. So she can do it right now. She's totally like up, to the brim. Anyway, so in the process of hiring her, then she's learning more about me. I'm learning more about her, but we had already been becoming pretty close as a grown-up daughter and a grown-up mother, right? I want to read. Okay, so in the process of me hiring her to do that, she realizes now that she has the power within to do something for herself online and become her own entrepreneur, learn how to work from home and make crap tons of money. So she started this whole thing for mothers, and there's tons of little, Instagram people who are, promoting how to be a good mom in their 30s and all that kind of stuff. She decided to take the route of how to be a good mom, but how are you going to be a good mom? By being your best self, and how to take care of yourself, which is kind of really congruent with everything that I'm working on myself with people. So she's got this thing going. She's got this Instagram thing going. And here, I wake up this morning, I look at my Instagram, and here's what's here. I have to read this to you, because if you are a parent, things like this are extremely, extremely rewarding when it happens, like beyond rewarding. Like, I was in tears. It was so good. So here's what it says. She has a picture of me holding her son, my grandbaby. And it says, I just can't go on talking about mothers without mentioning my own. The original badass mother. While I was growing up, we didn't have the closest relationship. Cordial, but very shallow. But in my adult life, I have not had a better friend. My mom is a prime example of someone who decided to break out of her limiting beliefs and start living life on her own terms. And now she's a much happier person because of it. The change I have seen in her over the past 10 years is like night and day. I know I'm so lucky to have a mother, and so lucky to have a mother who I am able to have a great relationship with. Growing up and realizing that my mom was just a person out here in the world, just doing the best she can, like the rest of us, did wonders for our relationship. So I hope we can all remember that moms aren't just mothers. They were a whole person first, and they continue to be that whole person even after having children. So let's continue to encourage and uplift each other, and each other being all moms, encouraging each other, and never expect a mother to fit in the mom box all 100% of the time, even your own. Wow. Boom, baby. I'm so proud of her. I'm just so thrilled that, and here's why it's important for you all. If you're a parent and if you're like my age and you haven't gotten a grip on who you are yet, it's really important for you to become the best you that you can, because only through my process over the last 10 years of finding out who the heck I am and having the courage to be that, while I'm doing that, that is becoming the example to my kids and healing our relationships. I wasn't the best mom. I'm still a mom. I have the opportunity to continue to be the best mom I can. And it's starting to come to fruition. You know what I'm saying? Who would like to have a question today? You know what? And now we've been on here for 11 minutes. Okay. Today's question, September 25th, is: don't talk to me when I'm blank. Don't talk to me when I'm blank. Well, the first thing that comes to mind just makes me laugh, because I remember my dad when I was growing up, and this was like the house rule. Do not talk to me. This was his house rule. This is him saying this. Do not talk to me when I am in the bathroom on the toilet. Like, if you knock on that door, or if you talk through the door while he's in there taking a dump, death to everyone. It was such a private thing. I guess he had to really concentrate on it, right? He didn't want to be interrupted. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So don't talk to me when I am blank. Don't talk to me when I am meditating, I guess, would be my number one thing, because I really can't answer you. I mean, I can, but then it pulls me out of my space, my meditation space. Don't talk to me when I am, I don't know. What about you all? Anybody out there that is still listening after I just went on this huge story about other stuff? Don't talk to me when I am blank. Don't talk to me when I am, I don't know, in a bad mood. Don't talk to me when I am standing here naked, trying to get dressed. Don't talk to me when I am sick, sleeping. Don't talk to me when I am working. Don't talk to me when I am mad at you. Good one, William. So, okay. Actually, this is good, William. I just created a quiz that I'm going to be running as an ad, kind of like an ad thing, right? On Facebook, maybe Instagram, I don't know. And the quiz has, one of the questions is, when you need to change your mood, what do you do to change your emotional state? Do you like take a walk? Do you exercise? Do you meditate? Do you sing? What do you do? And so, William, why is it that it's don't talk to me when I'm mad at you? Is it because you know that you're going to say a whole bunch of things that you probably shouldn't say, or you're going to yell, or I don't know, get violent, or like it's going to like really trigger you? Or do you know that you just need time to like bring the temperature down, take time to like be not mad as you are? Do you need time to, here's a good one, and most people don't do this. If somebody triggers you and you are freaking mad, or something triggers you and you are mad, do you go, wait, I am really mad. Wow. Like, where is that coming from? Why am I being triggered? How can I trace this back to the actual thing that is coming up for me that's causing me to be so angry? That would be kind of like a really mature step to take in your anger situation. Kent, don't talk to me when I'm shaving cream all over my face, trying not to cut myself. Right? You can't answer the damn phone when you're shaving, right? I mean, I guess you could put it on speakerphone, but then it's hard to concentrate on the person, right? I mean, I've learned to do speakerphone and put my makeup on. That's been a tough one, but I learned. I don't like to do that. So I guess it's kind of similar, right? So yeah, thanks for chiming in, you guys. Right. Don't talk to me when I'm mad. Actually, and I really like to be talked to when I am mad, because I need to work through it like ASAP. Because I do know if I'm this mad and it's because of something with somebody, not like an event that happened. If it's something that happened with somebody, I'm like the queen of, hey, let's get this worked out right now. Even if I'm so mad, I want to rip your freaking head off. Let's get past that so that I would rather hug you, right? And I look at me, because there's a reason why I'm getting so angry. And do you know that they say that there's really truly only two emotions, love and fear. And so when you strip away all the other things that you're feeling, it either boils down to a core feeling of love or a core feeling of fear. Very interesting. So even if you're angry, when you take away the anger, it leaves you down at the core of something that triggers fear, some sort of fear element within you. Isn't that interesting? So with that being said, I encourage you the next time that you're mad to go, wait, Jane said, that lady on One Question a Day said, wait, I should look at this and go, why am I angry? Because really there's some underlying fear. And I find it fascinating. Like, a lot of people don't want to look at themselves and take the blame, right? Or let's not even call it blame. A lot of people don't want to look at themselves and find answers and reasons. But as a doctor, I'm always looking to find the core reason for something, right? I just don't want to paste over, cover up the symptom. I want to, let's get down to the bottom of what's bubbling this up, right? So just take time the next time that you are angry or your feelings are hurt, or any emotion that may be evoked inside of you, and go, whoa, wait, before I go off in a tailspin, why am I having this emotion? If I were able to sit down and ask myself, where is this coming from? Like, this makes me mad when you say this, because it really makes me feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm a piece of shit, or you think I'm ugly, or I'm not performing to standards, to your standards, or there's 100 reasons. And then you can go to the next question. Why does it make me feel like I'm not good enough? Oh, one of my videos is about that. I don't know. It was a way long time ago, like in June or May, I did a video on, I think it's how to, I don't know what it was, get to the bottom of any issue or something like that. And you have to ask why. I think 5 or 7 times. So every time you say, well, why do you feel like this? Well, I feel like this because it blah, 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 blah. And then you go, but why does that make you feel blah, 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 blah? And you go, well, because, and you say this, and then you have to say, well, why? You have to keep saying why and why and why, just like a little kid driving you crazy, until you get right down to the core of it. And honestly, you're not done until you get down to the fear and self-worth level. That's what it always boils down to. Ooh, today's been a big day, y'all. I'm signing off now, because I've been here for 19 minutes and 38 40 seconds, 42 seconds, 43 seconds. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Wait, we can't hang up. There's a comment. Thanks for the therapy. Always insightful. You are so welcome. Happy to be of service. I'll let you know when those digital courses come out, because it might be something you want to dive into, and there's going to be different price points on them. So you all don't have to break the bank if you don't want to. And then the big ticket item is going to be retreats, like live events with me guiding you at a beautiful destination location, but also with horses. And why horses? You don't ride the horses, but the horses are here to actually, change all the energetics of your system and to prove to you, they will literally prove to you where you are as a human being in your heart space. It's phenomenal stuff, you guys. I got so much good stuff planned. Okay, bye for now.